We want to take what your expertise is and think about how it can connect with that podcaster's or that host's intention for their audience, who they are, what they need. Know in your head what that alignment is. Because once you find that alignment, it's going to help you find the framework of stories and points that you want to make. Now, you can't just be like, well, I'm going to wing it. It's like, no, you need to know where that alignment is so that you can take your expertise and your stories and your ideas and make it meaningful and beneficial to that audience. The second thing that you're going to do is prepare. Now, this is kind of a no duh. So let me be a little more specific on what I mean by that. When you prepare for a podcast, when I prepare to be a guest on a podcast, I always listen to at least one episode. I need to know, what is the vibe of this show? What is the vibe that that person is going for? You got to put in a little bit of homework. So you're going to at least listen to the show. You're going to go to their website, the host's website. You're going to learn, you're going to have a sense of who this host is, what their intention is, what they are trying to do. This is about relationships. Ultimately, whatever happens with that episode, this is an opportunity for you to network and engage and connect with somebody who sees some value in what you're doing and wants to share it. Okay, that is powerful juju. And you want to take it in and you want to make sure that you are being respectful of that time and attention and energy that they are offering to. Now it's time to show up and, of course, perform, right? This is the fun part. This is where it is ultimately, whatever you have planned, you're ultimately going to show up and connect and have your focus be on the relationship and the energy and the exchange that you are creating with that person. You gotta show up fully, and we're focused on connecting with that person. We are going to focus on being story driven, just like always. That is what we do when we perform. It is a story first, story driven opportunity. That's what makes you a be moved speaker, is that you're going to really use the persuasive power of story to move your audience. So, story first, have those stories in mind. And then, really importantly, I want you to be thinking about how you can optimize this experience as you are there to perform. In other words, what is next? What are you moving people towards? Part of your work in aligning you with that audience is thinking about, where do I want that slice of audience that might be really jazzed about what I have to say? What do I want them to do next? And you're going to make sure that when you perform, you are leading them towards something. What is next? Optimize this experience. What is a freebie, a download? Even if it's connect with me on Instagram, send me a message, or you start a little hashtag thing. Like, there's a million things you can do, but I want you to know what that is before you sit down, so that when you perform, you are taking advantage of it. You're making the most of this opportunity, optimizing it. Part of optimizing it doesn't just end in the performance of what happens in the moment. Part of optimizing it is what happens after. Okay. And what happens after includes staying connected with that host, reaching out, saying thank you. It also includes promoting and sharing that show when it comes out. It means genuinely seeing this as not just a one-time exchange. I got what I needed out of it. That's it. But how can you continue to build this as a relationship? That is truly optimizing the opportunity that you have. It's not just a one-time exchange. It's a relationship going forward. Part of the benefit of these opportunities is it's about relationships and networking and connections and deepening the this really incredible web of support that exists out in the world. And podcasts shorten that connection. And it brings people into you faster when you can show up and not just be a guest, but be a partner for them in that experience.